Form detachment, right face, march. To your post, march. Now you can all come in. You're gonna give me some room. Gunner, take command of the gun. All right, welcome to Fort Delaware. What you're going to see here is a demonstration of how a crew would fire this 8-inch Columbiad, which had a maximum range of 2.57 miles, which would be that tall tower over at the refinery. What do you think we're shooting at? At the refinery. Krabby Dick? Yeah, the mayor get a little upset. She'd be calling me on my cell phone. Now, they go through a drill to learn how to fire this gun. I'm not talking, not only my crew, but even back then. So the drill you're going to see is exactly the same drill they went through. They go through a drill prior to firing to make sure everybody knows their position, because you're dealing with explosives here. What I'll do, I will go ahead and explain what they're doing so that you can see exactly what's happening. Now, this fort was not built to be a prison. It ended up being a prison. Its primary mission was to defend this river. This river was like a highway. We didn't have trucks and cars and airplanes. Everything moved by ship up and down this river to Philadelphia, Wilmington, Newcastle, and even Camden, New Jersey. Everybody from Jersey? No New Jersey? Okay, that's good, because our dead also went to New Jersey. There's 2,700 deaths out here. They tried burying them. They kept coming up because we were below water level. We sent it over to New Jersey. All right.
Would you like to introduce us, Captain?
Yes. What I'm going to do is each position I'm going to introduce. Position number 1. Raise your hand. There he is. He works up at the muzzle. Position number 2. Also up at the muzzle. Now, position 1 and 2 are critical, but they're expendable. Because they're working up front there. And there you're less intelligent. Okay? Sorry, guys. Now, position number 3 is the man that actually fires the gun. Position number 4, this is the one that advances the round. That means the explosive. You have to be very careful now. And the gunner. The gunner is the one that commands the gun. And usually it's a sergeant. You wouldn't see me. I'm actually captain. You wouldn't see me up here. I would have one of my sergeants up here. I would be commanding the whole battery.
Take implement.
Now each person gets a certain pouch or packet which contains implements in order to fire this gun. Up front you'll see them removing the tompion. Everything is in French when it comes to the gun. I don't know why, but it is. The gunner is marking the round of the gun so that we can aim it and point it at the ship that we might want to fire on. It's very hard to get a good aim with this thing, so you have to chalk it. And basically, you're drawing your own sights. Now the gunner is put on a finger stall. They put the finger stall over the vent to prevent air from getting down on the breech. The way this thing fires,
Vent
we
secure.
put a charge
Load
in
by
there.
detail load. Search piece.
The charge is put down into the breech, and if you had anything smoldering or hot in there, you could literally set that charge off, and number 1 and 2 is gone. Alright, so we want to make sure the thing's cool. Now, what we're doing right now is we're searching the piece to make sure there's nothing in there. This is just something added that we do. They usually do this after they fire each round, but they usually don't do it in the first step. We do it simply because one year we found a bird's nest.
Oh.
So we want to make sure we're not blowing any little birdies off the tube. And that's why we put the tompion in there, just to prevent anything from getting in. It's just an added safety feature. They're sponging to cool off the tube and also extinguish any potential embers that might be in there. They've advanced the round.
No.
Not yet. just the detail. That's the actual charge. You know, we're going through the drill first, and then we'll do the actual. It's called load for action. They put the charge in. Now they're going to ram the charge down into the breech. Now you notice how they hold the implement? They hold it with their fingers like this. If it does discharge, it's just going to blow out of their hand instead of taking their arm with it. They keep one hand behind them. The only way I can think of why they do that is that they only lose one arm. I guess it's because maybe they can switch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one left to keep going. Now they just put the shot in there. Now they either use shot, shell, or canister. Shot is solid shot. That's exactly what it is. It could be up to 285 pounds, down as much as 32 pounds. Or if it's a shell that's hollow inside with gunpowder in it, with a fuse. When the charge goes off, it sets off the fuse, and after a few seconds, it's designed to blow up over a ship and throw shrapnel down onto the deck and kill as many sailors as possible. The other is a canister. The canister is filled with 1.5 inch iron back then, and it's kind of like a shotgun. Now they're going to point it to the target. It's done by leverage. You see we have a soldier on each side to push it in the direction that the gunner wants to push. Number
Ready!
4, adjust the pinion underneath there to raise it or lower it.
They don't do this before every.
They do this before they man and start to fire every gun. Yes, they do this. But not between each
Not
shot.
between shots.
No, you see a lot of time there.
That's right.
A good gun crew can fire this in 44 seconds between rounds. This is the beginning of the season. We're not quite there yet.
137 is ready.
All right, the next command I give is to you all to teach you. Even though we're only firing a 1 pound charge out of this, it is extremely loud. So we teach you to push the flaps of your ears in like this. You don't want to stick your fingers in, because they might meet in the middle. You know? You don't want to do that. So we just push the flaps in, just like that. That prevents you from the charge causing any harm.